cover King Arthur. Now that ends this section. I'm going to give you guys a quick preview because this all I had written of the next section before I cut it off into a PDF. I already have like another 10 pages added, and by next week it's going to be a very long, meaty section um, detailing the. Well, there it is. There's the giveaway. People of the covenant and the cone of scone. I'm going to be talking about the cone of scone, and I'm telling you guys, it's phenomenal, and it's all through the Bible. And when we talk about this next week, it's going to, in my opinion, cement. In my mind, it's cementing the idea that the tribe of Ephraim uh, was the English, and during the Millennial Kingdom, and that is where Yehusha very likely may have decided to rule from, or definitely be coronated as king from. After initially publishing this paper, I was told by one reader that I had completely missed the bus and bumbled the ball, among other idioms, on the Church of Britain situation. Don't get it wrong, in the game of cold and hot, I was scalding. What had apparently happened is that I was howling off down the hound trail, and in the right direction, mind you, but had failed to read the big, bold letters embedded into the hillside: Britain, on the White Cliffs of Dover, of course. It's a Hebrew word. Yes, you heard me right. I nearly choked on my tea and puff pastry when reading the very thing. Looks like I have another homework assignment in the making, as the Celtic language very likely developed out of the ancient Hebrew language as well. The Celts being descended from Yasharel and all, as were the Scots, as were the Saxons, as were the people of Denmark. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. It means covenant, in case you were wondering. The word Brit or berith carries with it the sense of cutting. You will recall how Abraham personally observed Yahuwah passing between the severed halves of an animal in Genesis 15:17 when when a covenant was cut with him. To add to that, the word for people in Hebrew is am, and so the term covenant people in Hebrew would be Brit M, which is rather close to Britain, don't you think? Even the word ish, or Iysh, or just simply Ish, in Hebrew means man. British, therefore, directs us to the covenant man, or perhaps the covenant men. They are coming, you know. I am reminded of it often around these parts, come every July. The British are coming. You may be wondering how that connects us with Yasharel. Simple. They too are the people of the covenant. It says so right here. Now, therefore, if ye will obey my voice indeed and guard my covenants, uh, bariti, that's the Hebrew word there, then ye shall be a peculiar treasure unto me above all people, for all the earth is mine. And ye shall be unto me a kingdom of priests and a holy nation. These are the words which you shall speak unto the children of Yasharel. Obeying his voice is identified with guarding his covenants. But then why does Yahuwah specify the entire earth is his? I prompt that question solely based upon the fact that Britain is nearly a world away from ancient Yasharel. Perhaps he was setting the diaspora up, letting them know that they could still turn to him in their dispersion and become a peculiar treasure, if indeed they guard his covenant. It means wherever they are or happen to be, when penitent hearts begin to call upon his name again, they too can become a kingdom of priests and a holy nation, even if it's an island in the Atlantic. All right, well, that's all I have on that tonight. And I'm setting